What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Christmas Hero, where a true hero lives. And hey, I know it's been a while, y'all, but like I said, my career and school has been keeping me busy. But I decided to give y'all a little something. I did end up going to Santa Clara Regionals, and I ended up going X2-1. And very much admittedly so, I played pretty decent, but I could have played a lot better and possibly gotten the top 8. But I did end up getting 38th out of 500 plus people and ended up getting my nationals invite for this coming season. So I was like, you know what? Let's share my deck profile and help you guys out, and hopefully like my ideas can help other hero players or just help other people in general with the deck, and maybe you guys can make it even better. So I will start off by saying most of it is the same ratios from when I taught nationals, so I won't be going too in depth with the explanations, but you will see some spicy stuff maybe for the upcoming events like that other players can use in LA or these other regionals coming up, because it's a new season and everybody's trying to figure out what to do. So hopefully this deck profile will help, but I'm gonna just jump right in, y'all. So of course we got the Vision package: 3 Ferris, 2 Vion, 2 Increase. I don't think I really need to explain this. Y'all know the deal by now. And yes, I'm still on 2 Increase. I'm not trying to draw 1 and not be able to combo for the rest of the game. Next up, we got the Destiny package: Denier, Dark Angel, Plasma, 2 Malicious. I don't think I need to explain this either. Dark Angel being the bread and butter. And honestly, this card, I know a lot of people are cutting it, but this card I've been setting up in games where it's DPE Plasma, and it's just too strong right now, especially in such a wide format. Next up, I did still play this at Santa Clara. Crosskeeper, drawing 4 during combo is just way too good. That's all I got to say about that. Neos, Liquid, 1 miss still. We're doing it for consistency. Still haven't felt the need to play 2. And then of course we got the 3 Stratos, because 3 does come up during the wake up combo. And next up we have the 1 card starters. I think these are pretty self-explanatory. I used to say all the time, if I open up both of these, I usually win. However, last week at Locals, one of my good friends, he actually beat me opening up one of my most busted hands, so I can't say that anymore. But most of the time I win, but I can't say I win all the time now. That was actually a really good game. It was Chimera, and he played it really well, so I can't even complain. Next up, so I did end up playing Imperm for the event. I haven't really liked this card, but I wanted to respect Synchron. I wanted to respect Unchained, because Unchained is a bad, I haven't played against it with Hero, but just theorizing with other Hero players, shout out to the Justice League. Yeah, Unchained is a pretty bad matchup, no DPE pops and stuff. But even talking with some of my other friends, if you just imperm their link or certain things, sometimes their turn just ends and their board's a lot weaker. So I was like, you know what? It's also an out there Rise Heart if they don't have the Lance. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try 2 imperm. And it was decent. I still main the Floodgates. A lot of people are complaining about Joel. They're complaining about Shifter, especially the hero community. And my mindset is, I expect my opponent to be able to play, and I expect them to be able to stop me. So cutting these cards is a little odd to me, but I do get it, because like not everybody likes playing Floodgates or is comfortable playing it going second. But if they're gonna Joel me, I wanna be able to do something. I don't wanna just sit there and be like, well, I can't combo and complain about Joel. I expect them to be trying to stop me just like I'm trying to stop them. So these cards, they were really good. And fun fact, I used to think this card was bad in the Despia matchup, but if you lock them into lights, their plays become really, really restricted. And I actually ended up doing that in Santa Clara, and it won me the game. So there's that. And then last but not least, favorite contact, my favorite hero, Revolt's broken. I don't think I need to explain much more. But yeah, that's the main deck total of 45. And next up, we do have, oh, I'm sorry. We still have more of the main deck, y'all. I was playing 2 Mash Change. I know people are on 3, but I just can't justify this card going second. But I can justify Dark Law. So I was like, 2's the perfect ratio. I did bump this up to 3 Forbidden Droplet. And The reason for that is literally it's good against literally everything that's not Cash Terra. And I do respect Cash Terra. Like, you see me playing Imperms, you're gonna see the other cards. But I like taking that risk where if it's not populating 50% of the meta, which is not, the meta is so, sorry guys, the meta is so wide and diverse. So it's like, you know what? I'm gonna play a blowout card for every other deck going second. And if I play against Cash, it's just gonna come out on the side. So, and I didn't regret playing 3 of this. It was just way too good. I still play 3 Book of Moon. Book of Moon's just really good. Everybody's on Imperm, dodge Imperm. It's good against Cash. Like I said, I respect Cash. I think people are losing to Cash more than they should. It's the best deck, don't get me wrong. But they're losing more than they should just because they're not respecting Cash. So I didn't want to make that mistake. Ironically, I ended up not playing against Cash because I ended up losing round 5 and 6. But if I would have kept going and not like misplaying and losing, I would have ran into Cash because they were all at the top tables of Santa Clara. So 3 Book of Moon. Still doing the 1 Talents, Broken Guard. Not much more to say about that. Still doing the Foolish. Still doing the 1 Rhoda. I know Droll's a thing, but sometimes you just gotta bite that bullet. And if this card resolves properly, it's too good. It's a toolbox for any of our warriors. So I'll take that risk. The 1 Miracle, the 1 Poly. So yeah, that's the main deck at 45, y'all. And like I said, I'm just trying to do a quick deck profile to get the information out there because I know I've been kind of like not being able to upload, so I really wanted to get this to y'all. So here's the spice, y'all. You know, I always got some weird spicy side deck tech. We are running 3 Winged Dragon of Raw Sphere modes, and this card definitely impressed me. I think it's good against any deck that Joel's good against, even Cash, because people are setting up the Shangri-La board and they're always ending on 3. So sphere mode them, oh well, their board's broken. And especially against Vanadium, and even Chimera is starting to put up 3 monsters. So I'm really impressed with this card. I am playing the 1 Thrust. I really want to main deck this card, I think. This card just got a lot better this format, but we'll see. I'll test for further regionals, but I definitely want to decide this. And since I am playing Thrust, I do play 1 Herald of the Abyss in the side because it's generally like I'm playing 2. I never want to see 2. And like I said, this out's a Rise Heart, this out's Pearly. And not only that, this is just applicable against any other matchup if you just want a quick spot removal. And this deck OTKs, having a spot removal in an OTK deck is just ridiculous. Next up, we are doing the 1 Called by the Grave. Don't need to explain that. I'm still doing the 1 Mass Change inside just because for the matchups where I go first and want a Dark Claw or I want to dodge Imperms, well, we're gonna side this in. That's what we're gonna do. And then next up, this card, oh my God. That's why, like, even though I didn't play Cash, I wasn't too scared. Like, as you guys can see, I have about 12 outs for a Rise Heart, and about 5 of those can't be Lance because I can thrust and grab the Herald, or I just draw the Encore. If you Encore a Rise Heart, they won't be able to Lance because 1, they can't respond to Encore, and 2, they don't special summon anything because the materials get detached first, a Rise Heart's on the board so they get banished, and then a Rise Heart goes back to the extra deck. So being a quick play too, it's just too good. So I really like this card in OTK decks. Next up, I didn't want to do evenly matched, but I ended up doing it just because this format's so wide and it covers a lot of rogue bases. And as I mentioned, Unchained's a bad matchup. This card blows out Unchained. This card blows out Rescue Ace. It's even kind of good against Chimera because it makes them flip Chimera Fusion. So this card's pretty good. And of course, back row decks. And then last but not least, the 3Os of the last copies of the Floodgates. You know, I side those in going first. I even side them in going second against Synchron and even Vanadium because the ideology is if I open up these with other problem-solving cards, I can break your board. Maybe not Vanadium so much because they set up the whole crazy Omni-Gate board. Sphere mode. But yeah, bro. These cards are amazing. And that's what I would like to point out about Sphere mode also in Heroes, especially my version. people are thinking like, oh, you lose your normal summon, you lose your normal summon. That's fine, because if I'm not able to play the game anyway, my normal summon doesn't mean anything. And the fact that I can still cross Crusader under sphere mode is pretty good. And then not only that, I can draw sphere mode with the way I play cards. Like I said, I expect everybody to be able to play. I expect everybody to be able to stop me. So when I pick a card to side or main deck, the whole ideology is like, does it combo well with my other cards? And in my version, it does, because just heroes, I can open up Hero Lives, Fusion Destiny, and Ferris combo with sphere mode. So that's full combo after breaking the board. We know how dangerous that is. I can also get rid of the sphere mode by DPE popping, because sphere mode says you can't target, but DPE doesn't target. And then here's another interesting fact. Since I'm maxing out these cards essentially, so I already have 9 cards, or technically 9.5, because Ferris is a 1.5 card combo. I can also draw either Rivalry or Gozen if I don't draw full combo with sphere mode, and they're locked out of the game for, not only do they lose their board, their turn 3, they can't do anything, because nobody runs Divine Beast and nobody runs Divine. Like, that's 2 like typings that's just not existent. It's a god card typing. So if I flip up Gozen or Rivalry after giving them a sphere mode, they're kind of stuck. And I know people are thinking, well, then you won't be able to play because the sphere mode goes back to you. Well, I played 3 Book of Moon, I played 3 Droplet, so I have ways to get it off the board, essentially. And then not only that, you can tribute summon Ferris. So that was my theory, and I didn't get to do it in this event. I did get this sphere mode, but ironically I sphere mode a Dino player. But since I knew it was Dinos, they don't have a bounce back once you kill their board, so I sphere moded him. And then I felt safe passing, even though I didn't open up combo. And then he passed right back to me, and then I drew the last hero I needed for the Ferris combo. So I was super impressed with sphere mode. And every time I did side it in, I wanted to see it against Chimera. One guy dragooned me, and I was like, yeah, I want to see this sphere mode. And it was just crazy. But that's my Santa Clara deck profile. You know, I'm always trying to change things, tech things out. I will go over the extra deck, but that's the thing, like, it's kind of the same thing. But here we go on the extra. We got the Shining Neos Wingman, the Flame Wingman, Wake Up Your E-Hero, and the 2 E-Heroes, Zero and Sunrise. Don't really feel like I need to explain this much, because it's already in my Nationals deck list. Like, I didn't change my extra deck at all. We got the Master Hero Blast and the 2 Dark Claw, you know, pretty standard. And I am only doing the 1 DPE still. I was heavily debating 2, but like I said, I felt like double Wonder Driver is just too strong. So I kept that instead of going double DPE. And Evil Hero Infernal Divisor, 2 Cross Crusader, and Elemental Hero Baguska. If we're gonna keep like losing to Droll, because that's what our deck does, it loses to Droll, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna keep playing this card, because it's like, it turns a Hero Lives into not only an engine card, but also an out. And I just don't wanna, like I said, I expect my opponent to stop me. I expect them to be able to play. I do not wanna not play a card that allows me to answer their answer. So turning a Hero Lives into an out is pretty good. So, yep, that's the extra deck. Same old extra deck, different side deck, a little different in the main, but I hope this helps. And like I said, I'm sorry guys, I haven't been able to upload as much. I'm still trying to learn how to edit, and it's just so much going on with like school and work. But I am still here. Christmas Hero will still be around, because a hero always lives.